guys, welcome to Hatchsput Economics. Hatchsput. So it's your girl Connie, and I want to talk to you about something actually serious today. This is my YouTube channel. I'm showing you this for a reason because I know that there's a lot going on with YouTube and demonetization. And I read a couple of stories. They range from inappropriate content, from racism, sexism, hate channels. So guys, I want to show you, if you encounter any of these channels, no matter if it's a comment or if you see someone's commenting crazy and you go to their channel and you think it's derogatory or hateful content, this is how you get rid of it. So let me just bring you up to speed. YouTube actually, I'm going to Google here with you. YouTube actually has been demonetizing a lot of content because they're trying to get it under review, which is costing YouTubers a lot of money. But the reason why they're doing that is because people have been posting inappropriate content. You ever heard that phrase, sometimes the good suffer for the bad? But this is what's actually happening. So let me just Google this for you. YouTube demonetization. Okay, 'cause I was looking at this earlier. So YouTube creators frustrated over a bot that keep demonetizing videos. So it's really, it's really crazy to try to see what's happening with demonetization. It happened to me when I make videos about real estate, when I make videos about building wealth. I had to wait for a couple of days, even weeks, when I did my Serena video. And the reason why this is happening is because advertisers don't want to be associated with certain videos. And I understand there's videos with comments of kids, or there's videos that are hate-filled, there's videos that are racist. So I completely understand what's happening. So YouTube is basically trying to police this the best they can. So what I want to say to you guys is this. It's no longer a free-for-all. If you're listening to this video, thank you for listening, but it's no longer a free-for-all. This is not going to be your private diary any longer for anyone listening to this. You can't just write and document or just do things irresponsibly on YouTube anymore. And I'm glad I have my channel, because I try to keep my channel fact-based. And people that want to use YouTube to threaten, to humiliate, to attack, to do anything like that against company policies, you have to understand advertisers pay for commercials on YouTube. It's not rocket science. Advertisers don't want their commercials on bad content, on content that is connected to anything that is discriminatory, racist, violence, yada, yada, yada. So what can you do? So number one, I want to tell people is don't engage. If you see a comment that's highly inflammatory, violent, or anything like that, don't engage. I will show you how you can take down a YouTube page that's in violation of policies and, procedures on YouTube. So this is me. All right. You go to Hatchsput right there. And everybody has an About Me section. I'm taking you back to my page. Oops. Let me go back to my page. Give me a second. Because what I want to do is show you guys how you can get rid of this all on your own. So you don't have to deal with this anymore, because people make a living off of YouTube. And it's really sad and that this is happening. And we really have to make sure that we protect YouTube. There's a lot of people that are doing amazing work on YouTube. People that are helping other people, people that are inspiring. I love YouTube for all the music stuff I get to see all over the world, all the science stuff. I exercise all for YouTube recipes. It's really an amazing, amazing resource. And if we want to keep it that way, we got to protect it. So we need to keep our eyes open for this stuff. So this is my main page. Okay, let's just say I said something ridiculous, that's something that's totally inappropriate. So you would go to home, right? And then you would see about. You would click on about. And then underneath about, you're going to see a flag. Everybody see that? And as soon as you touch the flag, what does it say? Report user. So click on where it says report user. Don't just block the user because that doesn't do anything. Don't just block the user. Report user. Okay? And these are all the things: harassment and cyberbullying, impersonation, violent threats, child endangerment, hate speech against a protected group, spam and scams, privacy. None of these are your issues. So if you hit none of these, you can actually select it. And at the end, when you actually file the report, it has a little box that you got to fill out regardless. So even if your option is not none of these, which is right here, you still have to fill it out. So let me just explain these for people. Harassment and cyberbullying. So somebody that's going to your page and saying really derogatory, racist, sexist, or anything in that manner towards your commenters, or going crazy, that's harassment and cyberbullying, especially if they're saying derogatory things. You can select that. If somebody steals your persona and tries to defraud your name, or tries to say, okay, this is Hatsa Split and it's not really, and it's whatever, that is an impersonation. You can lose your account. Violent threats. Anything about violence, hitting you, shooting, stuff like that, that needs to be reported effective immediately. Don't just block them. This is a very socially connected world. You got to take these things very seriously. I take any threats of violence, even remotely, very seriously. This is a very connected world. And what do I mean by that? We're on LinkedIn, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. We all check in. I know I'm guilty of it. I know I shouldn't, but I check in when I go have dinner. I check in when I hang out with my friends. So it's really, you got to be really careful with people making violent threats. Child endangerment, that speaks for itself. If people are putting children in danger and involving children, hate speech against a protected group. So let me explain this to you. Even if you're African American and another African American is saying derogatory things, under the laws of the EEOC, that still constitutes as hate speech. I had all the questions about this before. It does not matter if you're both Asian or you're both African American or you're both Caucasian. It doesn't matter. So if you're a protected class, okay, which the protected classes we should know, if you're a protected class and this person's doing, hate speech against you and they're on your YouTube going nuts, then you can report that. Spam and scams, people that posting links, posting ads and just scams, privacy, stuff like that. People that may make a channel posting about your family or information that's confidential. So you need to do this. This is how you report a user. And YouTube is taking this very seriously, and I don't blame them, because advertisers shouldn't have to worry that their ads are going to appear on content they normally wouldn't let happen on TV. I'm not saying there's no freedom of speech, but there's a certain level of of choice. Advertisers do have a choice. When advertisers advertise on television, they pick the networks, they pick the programs. So they want to know, at least at a minimum, are these things suitable even for just a basic audience? And I agree with them. So I'm really happy that YouTube is doing it. I'm not happy when I post a video and it gets demonetized, even though there's nothing wrong with it. But I totally understand the initiative behind it, because there are people, a little bit too much, who are using this for a bully pulpit, and they don't understand. People make money off of this. People have their livelihood off of this. I'm a gamer. I'll tell you my crime. I'm a gamer. And I love to play video games. I have friends that have YouTube channels just solely based on gaming, and they're losing. One of my friends got his entire gaming channel demonetized, all 100 games. And he's just sitting there playing video games. And that's happening because they have a hyper aggressive algorithm that no one can crack, that no one knows, and These bots are going around just automatically demonetizing everything without actually being, human. So people that are abusing the YouTube and posting stuff that they know is flagrant, posting stuff that would never air on TV, or making just any one of these right here: harassment, impersonation, violent threats, child endangerment, hate speech against a protected group, spams and scams. So, it's kind of crazy that this is happening. And I don't think the people who are doing this even care. They're affecting the money of millions of YouTube users. Millions of YouTube users. I saw somebody's beauty channel get demonetized. And it's not because YouTube is crazy. It's not that. They're trying hard to make sure they clean up their network. And you really have to, feel for them, because there's so much out there. So what I want you guys to do, even if it's not directed towards you, if you see really inflammatory, if you see anything, any comments that violate these things, any videos on YouTube that violates these things: harassment and cyberbullying, impersonation, violent threats, child endangerment, hate speech against a protected group. And you guys know your protected groups, right? Disabled, veterans, women, minorities, nationality, origin, language, ethnicity, age, anybody over 38. So you guys should know, look up your protected groups. It's a federal thing, and you guys have rights. So we want to keep YouTube alive. We want to give YouTube the confidence that us creators, we have the common sense not to put things out that are just way out there with no logic, no reasoning, that it's just hateful messages or anything that makes their advertisers worry. So I wanted to start this on my page and let people know, don't interact with anything like that. If you see any comments that fall along any of these lines under my videos, just let me know. Don't answer. Don't even reply. Absolutely not. This is a new age of YouTube, and we can take the people's pages down. That's all we have to do. I am not affected by any comments that people leave. But I am affected if I make a video and I can't monetize it, because, I take a lot of time and energy to research, read, and present the facts to you guys. I'm not just speaking off the top of my head. I'm actually sitting down and researching and providing links. So the little monetization does help me to compensate for my time. So when I can't get monetization because there's somebody around the corner from me thinking it's cute to have a hateful YouTube, they're destroying their community. And not only that, they're destroying the money. They're not even making money off their content. And to me, money is time and time is money. It's a business. So I don't understand why anybody would support that. It's a business. YouTube gives us the platform to go out there and do that. Why would you abuse it? Why would you take it for granted? It's just crazy to me. So this is what we have here, and this is what we need to do. Again, if you have questions about it, let me know. If you see any comments like that, let me know. I am on my Hatsput page on Facebook, so you guys can message me there. You can find it's a closed group, but you can message me there. You can try to join me on there, and you can talk to me on there. I'm also on Patreon, because this is getting out of hand, that people are losing money. And the only people I don't feel sorry for are the people who make content that falls within this violation. If you're a content maker and you're doing harassment and cyberbullying, you got what you deserved. If you're a content maker and you're doing impersonation, violent threats, child endangerment, hate speech against a protected group, okay? If you're doing stuff like that, see, content that promotes hatred based on factors that include but are not limited to race, ethnic origin, religion, disability, gender, age, veteran status, and sexual orientation and identity. So guys, I forgot to say this part. if you want to see what these things entail, you can actually just touch the question mark. I totally forgot about that. This may include content that is posted to maliciously insult, demean, and intimidate individuals. So harassment and cyberbullying, that's the definition of it. Impersonation, impersonating another user by copying your channel layout, using a similar username, or posing as them in contents, emails, or videos. Violent threats, videos or comments that make threats of serious physical harm against a specific individual or defined group of individuals. Child endangerment, content that includes sexual, predatory, or abusive communications towards minor. And hate speech, again, I'm just doing it in order now. I'm doing it in order. Content that promotes hatred based on factors that include, but are not limited to, race or ethnic origin, religion, disability, gender, age, veteran status, and sexual orientation, gender identity. Spams and scams, we're constantly working to keep YouTube free of spam, scams, or other deceptive practices that attempt to take advantage of the YouTube community. And privacy, content containing your personal information or videos of you uploaded without your consent may be considered a privacy violation. Okay, so guys, you have power. Okay, and a lot of people could make a great living or just do the work they love. Like, I love what I do. I love providing the facts. I think in this world, I like what I do. So, guys, report. Do it the right way. I'm going to cancel this report because I don't want to report me. But again, you go to the About Me section. All right? Right under where it says where I joined and my views, there's a flag. And you have to report the user. When you go into the report, what's really cool is that it shows up all the videos and it has actually all the comments a prospective person may say. So once you flag that user, it actually takes you through all the comments that person has said. So you can actually locate it really easy. If you have any questions about it, just let me know. And that's it, guys. That's it. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to my page. Hit the notification bell, and we can clear this up. I really want to keep YouTube alive. I don't want YouTube to only have cars and beauty stuff and cooking, because they're so scared that content creators like us are going to be in constant violation. So if you see something, say something, report it accordingly. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great night.